Hey man, um, I just I thought about documenting my journey, which is something I haven't been doing, but it's a good time to start because I mean that saying, like the best time to get started was 3 years ago, and the second best one is today. Well, I thought about start just documenting my journey in general, and although I'm not gonna guide you through and take you with me to the shower and record that obviously, but I'm just gonna go a little bit over what my morning routine is lately because it kind of changes, and I make shifts on it depending on what I need at the moment, what my schedule requires of me, and yeah, man. So what I did in the morning is basically what I'm doing every morning is that, well, first of all, I've divorced from the idea of both waking up at a certain time every day and going to bed at a certain time and set time every day. Because I noticed that it was not serving me in any way. I noticed that by doing that, I was just creating extra stress in my life that was unnecessary. And now, what I do instead of that is that I aim to wake up in a time range rather than a set time, like a certain time, and that gives you a lot more leeway and just a, a space to operate, right? And it creates no stress because even if you're late a little bit, then you know that you have that time range in which you have to wake up at. And at night the same thing applies, right? Instead of going to bed every single day at 9:30, which was like the goal for me before, I noticed that was way too arbitrary, and it was only creating stress for me at night. And when you're trying to sleep, uh, stress is the worst thing you can have, really. Like if you think about it, I mean, not only psychologically speaking, but also chemically speaking, because you start producing cortisol, and cortisol is probably the biggest enemy of sleep, chemically speaking. Again, but anyway, that's not the point, right? So I've divorced from the idea of waking up at a certain time. So the range which between I wake up every single day is somewhere between what I consider early, and that must be somewhere between 5 and 6:30 a.m. I never wake up at 5, to be honest, but 5:30, anywhere between 5:30 and 6:30 a.m. is when I wake up. And today was a little late for me. It was like I was not feeling motivated when I just woke up. It was like, and then when I rolled out of bed, it was like 6:50, something like that, which was pretty late for me. But I did it anyway, and I went onto the shower. And this is what I do every morning. I take a cold shower right away. Then after that, I have breakfast. Then I meditate. I like to do yoga nidra. I've noticed that I get a lot more of the benefits that you get from meditation when I do yoga nidra. Like on top of increasing my level and leveling up my level of consciousness and presence and so on, and all of those things that you're practicing when you meditate. So something extra that yoga nidra gives me is that, and this is like scientifically proven, right? You can look into this if you want. I know that Andrew Huberman has talked about this, and he actually refers to yoga nidra as non-sleep deep rest. And the thing that it does is that it counteracts a lot of the negative consequences that come from not getting enough sleep. Yoga nidra, right? Because when you are when you're doing yoga nidra, you're in a state that is really similar to to the one that you have when you're in deep sleep. And let's not confuse deep sleep with REM sleep, because they're different. But even then, just getting this somewhat simulation or this alternative to deep sleep in the form of yoga nidra in the morning, but you're doing it awake, it it gives you a lot more energy throughout the day, and that's great. And then after that, I just work for like an hour for the food to digest, and then I go to the gym. And then after that, I work all day. That's it. Like, I think that throughout the day, I'm gonna be recording and posting some stuff. But But yeah, I'm just gonna show you what my day actually is, you know. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you right here. I and I guess this is it may be vain for me to do this and to like document my journey now, but like the main reason why I started just documenting my journey is because I would say it's the first time in a long time where I can actually say that I'm working my ass off, and I can say that with a straight face. Because back then I felt kind of empty, and I know that it's kind of maybe esoteric to say that, or something a white girl would say, like, oh, I feel empty or something like that. But I actually felt like that, you know. I realized that, and I was focused, and this is just at the end of the video, right? Like, I know I already went through what I needed to go through. But for a long time, I was fully focused on optimizing my schedule, my health, and every single thing, right? By getting enough sunlight, getting enough sleep, and it's something like optimization became my goal rather than my goals, you know. And so then this time around, like I got a new job. I landed this new job with this sales agency, a growth operating agency, and something I realized is that, and this time, like, I gave it a try the first week, right? I said, like, you know what? Fuck optimization and screw all of those things and getting enough sunlight. I'm just gonna work all day and see what happens. And what I saw that happened is that I started feeling a lot better about myself in general. It's something like maybe some in my subconscious mind, probably my it values a lot more how hard I'm working rather than how much I'm taking care of my brain health and mental health and all of those different things that I was trying to optimize before. And now, the thing to which I derive my value from is from working hard. Like, I feel good, man. I should stop saying the word like. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. But I feel good, man. And it all stems from knowing that at the end of the day, when the day ends and I've been working all day, I have no gas left in the tank. And there's no better feeling than that. I think that emptiness I felt was from having too much left in the tank every day, and now it's not like that, and that's good. It's making me feel good. But yeah, if you're watching this, if you're one of the two people watching this, I appreciate you, man. So see you.